Hi guys, today I am doing a hair tutorial for you. I'm going to be showing you how you can blow out your hair, do a really great blowout to get beautiful, volumized, kind of Victoria's Secret style type of hair. If you've seen my recent videos, you've seen what my hair looks like naturally. It's got quite of a curl to it. When I wear it straight in my videos, this is usually what I do. So if you guys want to see how to get this type of blowout, just keep watching. You want to start off with towel dried hair. You want to get rid of as much of the moisture as possible so it'll be faster to blow dry. To get tons of body and volume in your hair, I like using either one of two things. Either a volumizing booster, something like this from Tresemme, which is the 24-hour body root boosting spray, or just a good old-fashioned mousse. These are two great products to get a lot of extra volume, especially at your roots, so your hair looks nice and big and full and voluminous. So I'm going to use just a little bit of both just to show you guys. If you're using a root spray, you want to kind of just aim at your roots. So you could just split the hair so you can get it right at your roots, and you want to go all the way around. Don't forget to get right at your crown. Then when you're done that, you want to take a wide tooth comb and just comb it all through your hair. I like using a wide tooth comb on wet hair so you're not pulling or tugging, and it just protects your hair from breaking. If you're using a mousse, do not be scared of being very generous with this. So use a lot. Because I've already used the root booster, I'm not going to use too much. But normally I would probably use about double this amount. And you want to focus it just mainly on your roots. And then same thing, you want to take your wide tooth comb and just brush it through all of your hair. Since we're using a lot of heat on our hair, it's always a good idea to use a heat protectant. And this one that I'm using is also by Tresemme, and it is called their Platinum Strength Renewing Complex Strengthening Heat Protect Spray. So again, just be generous with it. You can kind of focus more on your ends and just spray all over. And then last thing I like to add is a little bit of repair serum. This repair serum by Phyto Paris is amazing. It's absolutely one of my favorites. And it's called phytokeratin, and it just does amazing things for your hair. And you could use about 1 to 2 pumps. And again, focusing mainly on your ends. Get that really nicely soaked, and then work up towards the mid of my hair, but you don't need to get it on the roots. So just mainly focusing on your ends. Using a really great blow dryer makes a difference, especially when it comes to speed. So if you want to blow dry your hair faster, the one that I'm using is by QT. We're going to blow dry your hair just without a brush, just to get rid of all this moisture, or as much moisture as possible. Okay, so most of my hair is dry now, and that's what you want. You want it to be mainly pretty much dry, but if it's a little bit damp, that's okay. So to break up your hair in sections, you want to use some type of clips. These are the absolute best. These are the jaw clips from QT Performance. The first section you want to create is just right above your ear. You want to lift up all that hair, so we're going to work with the bottom section, which is just right underneath your ear, and then clip away the top section. So next, for the bottom section, you want to split it in two, so we're going to be working on each side. To get a really nice volumized blowout, you want to use a nice big round brush. They're both ceramic, so they're going to get really nice and hot, and that's what's going to really smooth out your hair. This one is from Brush Lab, and this one is from QT Performance. These are two of my favorite round brushes to use. When you're blow drying the hair, key things you want to remember is you want to get the brush right under the hair, and you want to direct the hair upwards. This is what's going to help you get all that extra volume, and it's going to pump up your hair right at the roots. Once you're done your bottom section, you can move on to the middle. I'm taking the next section, so I kind of line it up with the arch of my eyebrow, and you're going to repeat the exact same thing that we did for the bottom section, just getting your brush right at the roots and then directing your hair upwards. You get to the ends of your hair just so they can have a nice soft curl at the end, so they can kind of curl in towards your face. You want to wrap your brush around the ends and just apply a bit more heat and hold it for a little bit. That's going to give a really nice soft finish to your ends. Top part of your hair, it really depends on what your part is. I'm going to be doing a center part today, but if you are doing a side part, you could just go ahead and do a side part. And again, just split it into two sections. So I'm just splitting it right down the middle and then clipping up the side that I'm not using. So our hair is fully blown out, and as you can see, there's tons of volume. That's basically it. That's how you get really big, bouncy, kind of Victoria's Secret blown out hair. If you're like me and you live in a city where there's a bit more humidity, if I was to step outside right now, it would probably start to go curly again on me. So because that's the case, I like to run the flat iron through my hair just so it can really seal everything in and keep it straight even with the humidity. I'm using the QT Performance Diamond Ceramic Flat Iron. This gives my hair a really nice, beautiful, silky finish. The key for this when you're flat ironing your hair is you don't need to start at the roots. You just really kind of want to focus on your ends. And you just want to gently run the flat iron all over, and again, use the comb so you don't burn yourself. Alright, so that is the final look. If you guys want to know all the products that I use today, all of my styling tools, they're all from flatironexperts.com. I've been using them for years. They're my favorite place to get any hairstyling tools. They have everything you can imagine, and they have the best customer service. So if you guys want to check them out, you could click on the link below. Also, to see a full listing of all of the products and the tools that I used in this video, I will add a link for that as well. If you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe to my channel, and you can follow me on Instagram and on Twitter at Eman Makeup. I hope you guys enjoyed this hair tutorial. If you want to see more hair tutorials, please leave it in the comments below for me. Let me know what you guys want to see, and I will try my best to do them for you. Thanks guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye!